And just a quick PSA before we jump into the tea. These videos are obviously opinion-based. Yes, I'm going to come and tell you, what's going on. But also attach my opinion to what's going on, okay? I'm not solely just coming and dropping celebrity news on you. I am offering my opinion about what I think is happening, what I think should happen, and what I think is going to happen. And I think that should be kept in mind when watching my content, especially if you're new here. Girl, I got opinions, usually unsolicited, that I'm gonna share. So, with that being said, let's jump right into this tea, girl. Welcome back to my channel. I am your favorite mother of three, Bougie Vintage. And this is another episode of Be With The Tea. Okay, y'all have me in front of this camera every single week. Girl, it feels like every day. Giving you guys the 411 on what is going on in the pop culture world. So I'm here. And let's jump right into it. I'm going to breeze through today, girl. I don't want to sit here and talk to y'all forever because I can talk. Okay? So, first things first. And you better not insert that Embarrasses damn clip in here. First things first. The Baddies South reunion is upon us. I did not finish reviewing the season for you because I feel like the episodes had their peak and then it kind of plateaued. Like, it wasn't doing much, saying much. So I finished watching the episodes, but I didn't come back and do like a super video, which is what I had intended to do. I intended to do a super video of what happened in the last 3 episodes or 4 episodes. But then as I watched the episodes, I was like, I was bored, girl. I'm not gonna hold you. But the reunions always turn up, okay? People are rehashing old things, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the reunion. I will watch the reunion, and I will come and talk to you about it because I feel like the reunion is like the most important event of a show. So, things will obviously be addressed. People's eyes might or might not get blacked. Natalie and Rolly are gonna go at it. Like, it's a whole lot going on, and we're gonna get into it. So stay tuned for the reunion. I am so sorry I didn't get to finish out Baddies or P-Valley because obviously, life kind of got carried away. And I have to tell you guys, it's really, really hard for me to do show reviews, especially because I don't just come and review the episode and tell you like my thoughts. I literally recap the episode from top to bottom. Literally, if you don't watch the show, you could see what's going on by watching one of my reviews. And I've always done that with my show reviews, like when I used to do Love and Hip Hop. So I didn't get to finish out those 2 shows on here because I had so much other content and other things going on. But I'm definitely going to do the Baddies reunion for you. And I haven't finished P-Valley all now, girl. I'm like, what am I, 2 episodes left? So we'll see what happens with P-Valley. But like, from what I've been hearing, P-Valley is gonna get canceled, girl. I don't know. But with Miss Autumn Winter Night, Lakeisha Savage, like, she gone, child. She's not on the show anymore. So if you didn't know, she's not coming back for season 3, if there is a season 3. So I don't know how they're gonna do the show, but like, that's really disappointing. Anyway, on the topic of black eyes, there were 2 altercations over the weekend or over the last few days that I want to talk about. The first incident would be obviously Chrisean, Blueface, and Chrisean's father. Now, when this first came out, obviously if you've been following Chrisean and Blueface's relationship, you see it is not a healthy one. They have had altercations with each other. They have had altercations with Blueface's family. We've seen that there's a lot of problematic behavior on both ends, but specifically on Blueface's end, where like his mom and like the sister and the family is concerned. There's always been issues there, and now Chrisean is there and she's bringing her bag of issues and traumas that she has. Girl, we need to heal as a people. Okay, we need to heal. Okay, so I need them to go to therapy and get it together. But beyond that, their relationship has been tumultuous. And so I feel like with the Blueface versus Chrisean's dad situation, it's very telling about what's gone on in Chrisean's home life that has prompted her to be wanting to be with Blueface because she's coming from toxic environment. Sometimes toxic feels safe because it feels relatable. Been there, done that. So I feel like Chrisean coming out after the fact and stating that this father of hers used to abuse her mother and would bring her mother out into the woods to beat her because she would be screaming, crying in the house and begging him not to do it in front of their kids or whatever. Like, it's heavy. And my prayer is that Chrisean finds the healing that she needs to, one, get out of a toxic mind state, but also to steer clear of toxic relationships and not normalize them for herself, because that's kind of what's going on right now. It's evident. I feel like they both need to do some serious soul searching, serious healing, and I feel like they need to be apart, her and Blueface. That being said, the video footage shows the altercation between Chrisean's father and Blueface, and Chrisean's father actually threw the first punch, and Blueface defended himself. Now, this man is doing that to Blueface because obviously the relationship has been very public, but we've seen them both assault each other. We've seen Blueface assault Chrisean, and we've seen Chrisean assault Blueface, and we've also seen Chrisean go to jail over this situation. We've seen her steal a car from Blueface, right? In blood, in her own blood, after breaking a window on his wall in his house. It's mental. Like, the situation is just out of control. Iyanla needs to come out of retirement. That's what I commented on Shade Room. I said, Iyanla, we need you to come up out of retirement and get these two together to get them separated and apart. We can't do this in 2022. Like, we need to work on mental health in 2022 heavily. I think the situation is sad. If I'm in a relationship with somebody and there is a physical confrontation between myself and their family members, or them and my family members, something has got to give. Something has to happen. It cannot remain that way. A big part of abuse is isolation. And so if Chrisean is being isolated from her family and made to think that her family is against her, well, we don't know if that's the case. But because Chrisean is alleging that her father was abusive towards her mom, and so pretty much he doesn't have a say in who she's with, and blah, 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 it's like, well, why aren't her siblings feeling the same way? Because from the looks of the altercation, it looks like her siblings, her family, her whole family is out there trying to advocate for her to get her away from Blueface, but it's just been problematic. So I guess we're just going to have to see how this story unfolds, but I think it's really, really sad. You know, I really genuinely am wishing Chrisean some brain cells and, you know, the strength to do what she needs to do as a woman, to realize, you know, her patterns, her habits, and problematic behaviors that are going to plague her in the long run. She's still very young. She has a lot of growing and learning to do, and I understand that 100%. When you're in something, you don't necessarily see the problem, even if everybody's telling you, hey, blah, 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 blah. Like, sometimes you just don't see it, and that just might be where she's at. And sometimes if dick too bomb, dick too bomb, you know? If dick too bomb, there is going to be an explosion somewhere.
I would like to see it.
Let's just put it that way, okay? Moving on to the next black eye. Tory Lanez versus Alsina. What is this?
Hey! What is the tea? The girls are fighting!
So, over the weekend, Alsina posted this crazy picture of himself looking like he was about to fall over in the damn elevator, okay? Lip busted, and then he posts more pictures of his scraped up knee and just blood everywhere, okay? Busted lip, like, he's looking crazy. Swollen. He's swole. And he alleges that a leprechaun, aka Tory Lanez, and Tory Lanez security guards assaulted him for the most ridiculous reason in the world. August is alleging that Tory Lanez assaulted him because he was inquiring why he didn't hail him or dap him up. Tory Lanez, pretty much, his ego was bruised and felt disrespected by August. And August explained to him, you know, no bad blood or nothing like that. I just didn't appreciate you speaking on my personal stuff in the media, blah, blah, blah. Like, I never met you before, blah, 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 blah. But, like, we're good. That being said, August also has autoimmune diseases, or he has issues, health issues, and because of COVID and monkeypox and everything like that, he's not really supposed to be interacting and physically touching anybody, according to his doctor. And so that's another reason why he didn't dap him up, but it was not any disrespect there, and whatever happened after that was not warranted, is what August is saying. And so he's saying that Tory Lanez, Tory, girl, not girl, Tory, stay out of trouble, sir. Like, you have an ongoing case. What are you doing? Like, sir, out of all the people in the world to fight August, like, August don't bother nobody except for, never mind. Whatever went down in that, something is always going down in the elevator with these celebrities. Like, it's crazy, okay? Either which way, Tory Lanez ends up on a phone call, FaceTime call with DJ Remedial, DJ Academics. And DJ Academics is on live and he calls Tory and he's like, ask him what the hell happened. Tory Lanez denies any incident with August Alsina. He's claiming August is lying. He doesn't even know where this is coming from. He's like, brother, like, I am befuddled. I have no idea why August is accusing me of this and blah, blah, blah. But August is saying that the only reason he's even coming out and saying anything is because Tory's team tried to put out a fake story to get ahead of it. I personally didn't see the fake story. And this is also something that during the time that Megan was shot, Megan had alleged the same thing, that Tory's people were feeding stuff to the media, but we had never heard of the altercation until Megan posted about it. So it was strange. Like, it was very strange. And so, or was it before that? I can't remember if it was before that. Either which way, we didn't know Megan was shot until Megan said that she was shot. So that's what confused me with that situation. And so this situation is kind of falling into that same category of, I didn't personally see anything from Tory's team or people or on any blogs about Tory Lanez until August posted that he had gotten in an altercation with Tory Lanez. He said he was jumped, assaulted. It was not no fight. However, I must say, we have seen Tory try to fight Travis Scott. Tory and Drake had like a little bit of a beef, but like they're friends now. It was like a Toronto thing. Like, I don't know. But like, we've seen Tory in a few altercations. I think that this one is just random and weird. Child, not NBA YoungBoy having another baby now. Are you not tired, sir? Is your sperm not tight? At this point, we're gonna need men to really get on birth control. And the other thing is, we're also gonna need men to run out of sperm. Like Nick Cannon, NBA YoungBoy, Donald Klein, they need to be stopped. Literally. First post that we see about this altercation is from August, stating, as I'm exiting the building after the show last night, a 4'11", shady boots, August, size leprechaun ran down on me with 8 oversized security niggas, whom I greeted each individually upon their walk up as they tried to press me. Whole time, I'm one deep, no security. Tory continues to ask, with a broken ego, why I didn't dap him up. I go on to tell him I was a fan of him, but I didn't understand him speaking on my business publicly in the past. because I don't know him or even met him until last night. So when he spoke, it caught me off guard because of his past actions. I assumed he didn't like me, that's all. Not to mention, with my history of health and condition, just recently overcoming being paralyzed, my doctor directed me not to compromise my health while out on road and shake as less hands as possible due to corona and monkeypox. Never any disrespectful words were exchanged, so I was a bit confused at how somehow he turned himself up with anger after hitting a blunt laced with cocaine, obviously. Ooh, girl. Now he accusing this man of doing cocaine, cocaine blunts, not the cocaine weed. I forgot what that's called. I feel like I saw Trick Daddy talking about it. That's a serious allegation. And he snuck me when I turned my head to move to the side amongst all his antsy moving and to keep an eye on the endless niggas that was with him surrounding me, which was security and some nigga with a gun tucked, whom he then proceeded to run behind and hide to run back in the building. There was never a fight. Simply an assault. Dude has no real friends and is on a crash out mission. With that said, I was gonna keep it G and not come to the net, but you moving with foul intent, feeding falsities to blogs to look for a moment, because the moment ain't happening on stage for you. I will assist you in that gracefully. His people got the whole thing on camera. Put the footage out. I'd like to see it. Anyway, let me go clean this blood off my face with some, and then he acts like this brand. So, like I said, if I were August Alsina, I'm not posting this picture online for nothing and nobody. I didn't see anything on a blog. If you have seen the blog post, please link it below, okay, before August posted. Then Tory responds and says, I don't know what everybody's talking about, but I've been in the studio. I'm not in anything negative. I've been working on myself and being a better person. 3 angel emojis. Tory, please, is tired, okay? It is tired. So then August, of course, uploads more pictures. This whole situation is just weird and strange. And like, Tory needs to control himself, okay? He needs to control himself. Like, who the hell runs down on August Alsina? Who? This situation is just odd. Like, it's just odd and it's so random. Like, I can't. Anyway, so on the topic of blog, Coi Leray posted on Twitter that somebody is allegedly paying blogs to not post her. Now, they're saying that she's talking about Onika Tanya Mirage, Miss Nicki Minaj, but she did not at Nicki. I mean, at this point, I'm really not even going to discuss the rap girls if they're not gonna use their @ button, okay? Your @ buttons are not broken. Okay, so we need you to use them. Who, Coi? Who is paying the blogs? Make it plain, make it clear so we can know and we can ask these people and you can present the receipts, okay? Show us the receipts. Don't just be making these crazy claims because this is big news. Don't just be making crazy claims and not posting the receipts to go along with it. Don't just get up on Twitter and like say that. However, one thing about a Tory is we don't lie, okay? We do not be telling lies. So somebody could possibly maybe be paying blogs to not post her because she gets posted a lot. Realistically, she gets posted a lot. Even if she's just in a little Fashion Nova outfit, they be posting the hell out of Miss Coi. But so her saying paying blogs not to post me is big news, I would say. But I just need her to present the receipts. And you know, if you're gonna let the shots off, don't shoot them in the air, baby. Aim the gun, because this is too much now. Every day we're not gonna be able to get on here and try to piece the puzzles together. Like, we're not doing it. So I don't know if she's talking about Nicki. That's what they're saying. And at this point, because she's not acting who she's talking about, I don't give a damn. Whoever is out there paying the blogs not to post this lady, just keep doing it, because she ain't saying who you are. So just keep doing it, okay? Because I don't have time for the tomfoolery. I really don't. Now, y'all know I was not about to sit up here and talk about the rap girls, mention the rap girls without bringing up this next topic. JT and Nicki on live. Please.
I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say.
Now, I have not sat and watched the entire thing. I'm a single mother of 3, okay? I don't really be like up in... I don't have that much time on my hands. If I have a free time, I might sit, you know, I might be doing my makeup and sit and watch the whole thing so I know what the hell. but I didn't get to do that this time. However, I did see the part that has everybody up in arms about, because of course JT took it to Twitter to say what she felt she needed to say in terms of defending herself. Let's read it. Anything I say once, I can say twice. And expletive. I don't remember no rap from 2017 that I clearly was freestyling and playing around. Girl, yes you do. And you know how we know she remembers it? Because girl, this is one of your most popular songs. No shade. Okay, everybody know that damn JT freestyle. It never gonna die. So she's gonna sit up here and pretend like she didn't remember the words. No, she was pausing at the parts that she didn't want to say. We're gonna get into it. Y'all so delusional. I wanted to repeat the song I made in my car. And we was laughing the whole live like a phone convo. We talked about literally everything and it was all laughs. So Nicki Minaj then retweets it and says, man, expletive, these duds, babe. Everyone on the live knows how dope it was from beginning to end. We were having fun being silly. It's a little freestyle she was actually making up off the top of her head in her car. Since y'all keep trying to pull her down, I'ma go mad hard for her. Watch. So then JT retweets it and she says, you don't even have to. You do enough behind the scenes. You are so sweet to me and relatable to me. I don't know what's not clicking and what got everybody so tight, but I can't be pulled down about my genuine feelings. I'm gonna say this 1,000 times. I love you, ... thank you, heart. Now, the reason people have an issue with this particular part of the live is because Nicki was sunning JT. And maybe people are not wise. I don't know. Maybe they can't see what a seasoned person can see. But she was sunning the hell out of her. And I'm gonna tell you how I would have reacted in this scenario. So during the live, Nicki had told JT or asked JT about the freestyle that JT made about her years ago in her car. She was telling her to recite it and she told JT to do it right now. So she's bossy, right? So she's telling her, do it right now. And she wasn't joking. And so JT sat there, clearly caught off guard, but due to everything that's gone on and her newfound friendship with Nicki Minaj, she's confused, girl. If you have never been manipulated or gaslit, this is a perfect example of that, okay? So she's put on the spot to recite a freestyle. If they have been friends and they have been talking privately this whole time, how come this was never brought up before and talked about before and giggled about privately before getting on live in front of thousands upon thousands of both City Girl fans and the Barbs? This felt like Mean Girl stuff. This felt like Burn Book stuff, okay? This felt like very petty and calculated stuff. And so as I'm watching it and I'm hearing Nicki talk to JT, I'm like, if I was JT and Nicki said to me or asked me about the freestyle, I would have been like, why the hell are you asking me about that right now? I would have called her out on it. Because why are you bringing this up right now? Like, why? I don't care how good of a conversation we were having before. Do not try to embarrass me or bring that up. And so in the live, she's like telling JT to perform pretty much right now. She says right now. And so JT starts trying to remember the freestyle. And so she starts it off wrong, but then she like changes the lyrics because the part after she says something about Nicki can't rap or something like that. In the actual video, she says she's beefing with Nicki, but she's not Remy. Nicki was trying to bait her into saying that part of the freestyle. She was like, when JT was saying like she doesn't remember it, Nicki kept egging her on and telling her, keep it going. Keep saying what you said back then. Stand on it, you know? And I'm like, she is sunning the hell out of her. This is embarrassing. She publicly shamed her and embarrassed her. And I don't care what nobody says. That's all that it was.
Damn.
A public embarrassment and a public shaming because she's licking her ass now. But back then she was sat in her car doing a freestyle. And I personally feel like when she did that freestyle back then, it wasn't no smoke with Nicki. Like, she was just literally freestyle. She was just having fun. Nicki was the only female rapper at the time anyway. And she mentioned both Nicki and Remy at that time, and talking about Remy and her hair. The freestyle was a cute little car freestyle, but like, I don't know, I think JT might be a little clueless, so maybe that's why she doesn't realize what happened. And then to be further gaslit after, when she tweets to defend what went on the live, Nicki then also retweets her and strokes her and lets her know that she's gonna go mad hard for her now. But this situation is definitely giving power and control wheel. Okay. Sorry. It is. And it's clear as day to me, but that's because I have been experienced. It might not be clear as day to somebody that's not experienced these types of things. And so it was, for me, uncomfortable to watch. But my question is, privately, what is Santana and Carisha saying to JT?
Girl, sit down. I don't like that.
Like, where are her friends? Like, they need to be telling her, girl, you look crazy. Maybe don't interact with Nicki as much as you are, because you actually are looking crazy. Like, as her friend, I feel like that's what they should be saying to her. Obviously the industry is the industry, you know. There is industry friends, and then there's your real friends. Santana and Carisha are JT's real friends. They need to be stepping in and kind of shielding her, because I feel like she's very naive. And I feel like I can sense that Carisha is doing her own thing where Nicki is concerned. She wasn't going to get both of them. They're both not going to suck up to her at this level. But JT, being the core rapper of the group, perhaps rap is more her dream and she wants to go further in rap, and so she's trying to build these relationships. Like, Carisha's doing her own thing with Carisha Please anyway. It's not to say the City Girls are not going to release new music, because I be seeing Carisha be doing her thing too on the side. Okay, she's still dropping music. She's still having her little verses on these niggas songs, and it's cute. But I think personality-wise, she's a lot more guarded and protecting her peace per se, and not going to involve herself too much with Nicki, because she knows she's gonna look crazy if she does it. And she may or may not care. Like, she's messing with Diddy right now. She don't care how crazy she looks messing with that man. But that's completely different, because that's like a situationship. It's not her. She's getting something out of that, as she should. Whereas JT just looks like I don't know how to describe her, but it's embarrassing.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Literally, if I was JT and Nicki was telling me to keep rapping, I would have kind of felt small in that moment. Like, why are you doing that? Like, I really would have had to ask her, why are you doing that right now? I said, I don't remember it. Let's move on. And then we wouldn't be friends. And that's what I think JT was trying to not do in that situation. Then jump on a line after to defend the behavior. Because when you're being gaslit, girl, and like, to me, Nicki knew word for word, bar for bar, what the actual diss was, right? But JT wasn't performing. She wasn't doing the dance monkey like she was supposed to. She was acting like she didn't know the lyrics. She was acting like she didn't. And then saying she don't know a song from 2017 that she was clearly freestyling that has circulated the internet on more than one occasion. Like I said, it's one of her most popular songs. Like, she knew the words, but she was put on the spot and didn't want to do that, because why the hell would she go and what was Nicki, like, if JT really decided to spit it just like how she spit it in the car and said what she said about Remy, what was Nicki's response going to be to that? But Nicki knew what the hell she was doing. She knew JT was going to be put on the spot and feel small and act like she don't remember it. Like, y'all gotta know, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I read right through that entire situation. And despite, no matter what they were talking about prior to that, if they were having a good old fashioned talk before that moment, none of that is relevant. Because at the end of the day, this is the type of thing that if you have boundaries, set in place, people will never be able to cross them. But JT is still working on her boundaries clearly, because she got sunned and she's not even receiving that she got sunned. Like, people are like, she played on your top and you let her. You look crazy, like literally crazy. So, oh girl, I don't know, but very problematic. Now, since we're talking about sun, this next one, girl, I ain't gonna say too much. I've already been warned not to say too much. But like, Chrissy Teigen and John Legend, it's giving weird. It's giving weird. I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. The facts here are that Roe versus Wade it's been months, okay? It's been months since they overturned that. And had Chrissy come out then and said something, it might have been received differently. But John Legend recently released an album. I don't know if this is some weird kind of freaking album promo, but shame on them both. This whole situation gagged me. My only reaction when I saw the headline for Chrissy Teigen admitting that she had an abortion versus a miscarriage was, what in the hell? Only because of what she was detailing. Chrissy said that she had to have like a medical abortion because her life was being jeopardized by the pregnancy. Very common occurrence. Now, when this first happened, it was happening at the height of the Jeffrey Epstein stuff and these weird claims, these conspiracy claims online about pizza and Holly weird stuff. Okay, if you don't know, then Google it. But like, Chrissy Teigen and was on a list of people that just weird stuff. Okay, just weird. Anyway, her old tweets got dug up around that time. Toddlers and tiaras thing. Her encouraging somebody to unalive themselves. Like, a lot was happening around that time that she dropped this miscarriage situation in our laps. Now, miscarriage is very tough and hard for women and families alike. The men and the women suffer after having a miscarriage, but mainly the woman that was carrying the child. When Chrissy Teigen announced that she had this miscarriage, her and John had done a whole like photo shoot in the hospital with baby Jack and posted it online, and it was very public, like right away, and everybody's like, why the hell is she posting this? Like, it's so private, blah, blah, blah. Like this, that, and the third, saying that she shouldn't be posting it. And, you know, there was mixed reviews at the time. However, people still were very sympathetic towards the fact that she had a miscarriage. We didn't forget about the situation, okay? Like, we're not thinking about Chrissy and her being problematic online. Like, she literally had to leave Twitter because they were dragging her so bad. And so she's always obviously been very outspoken and blah, 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 like where Trump was concerned, all these things, irrelevant. Fact of the matter is, nobody was thinking about the situation. Out of absolutely nowhere, she comes and is now changing the story from miscarriage to abortion.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was just trying to work out if I give a darn.
This type of abortion is not uncommon. This is not something that you need to lie about per se. If you have an abortion because the doctors tell you, hey, it's either you or the baby or both of y'all, so we're gonna have to terminate the pregnancy, and obviously that's a hard thing to deal with on its own, there's no reason to change the narrative of that. There would have been absolutely no reason. If she had come out back then and said, the doctors just let me know that if I continue with this pregnancy, both myself and my baby are going to pass away, people would have been sympathetic towards her for that. There was no need to say that she had a miscarriage and all these things. It's a completely different story, okay? And I think people's upset is coming from a lot of different places. But my whole thing is just, this whole situation is just weird and we don't know what to believe. Now, her having an abortion or a miscarriage doesn't do anything different for my life. It doesn't take away a minute of my life. It don't add a second to my life. I mean, me talking about it might get me a couple coins now, but like, it's not changing anything for me, whether she did that or not. I personally do not care what her life choices are. I don't care what anybody's life choices are. If it does not affect me directly, it's none of my business. So I'm not actually upset at Chrissy Teigen because I feel like if you're upset at her, it's very weird. However, I still have just an opinion about it, just seeing it in the media, because I remember how much of a big deal and how I'm thinking like, oh my God, that's so sad when she said that she miscarried at, what was it, like 5 months back then. And I remember also thinking like, yeah, maybe she should have waited until like, you know, she was healed in like real time to like post the experience and the pictures. People would have understood. But I think she posted it. I think she just has a little bit of issues going on. You know, I feel like she needs to go to therapy. I be saying to everybody, therapy, girl, go to therapy. Okay? Everybody needs to go to therapy. Okay? Everybody. So where this situation is concerned, I just find the timing weird. Like I said, I don't know if it's because of John's album coming out, that you guys probably didn't even know John had an album coming out. Well, now you know. Okay? No, they did not pay me to tell you this. Hi. Wow. What have you been doing? Oh, you are the sweetest. Yes, let me see you. You're so tall. You don't get... Yes, it's okay. It's my phone. It's okay. You don't get a lot of shine, girl. Not on this channel. Let's see you. Can you say your alphabet? You love cheese, huh? Can you say hi?
Hi.
Say my name.
Hi.
Say my name. Oh, say mommy.
Mama.
Mama.
Ma.
Where?
Ma.
Right there?
Ma.
Oh.
Mama.
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 Mama. See this one? See this one? Never would have made it. Child, she don't know what she laughing at. Say never would have made it without you.
Ma.
Yeah, I would have lost it all. But now I see how you were there for me. And I see never would have... Say never would have made a girl.
Nah.
You're so funny. Whoop. Are you Pickle Rick? Where's the pickle? Right here. Pickle. Pickle Rick. But yeah, like, I feel like people would have understood if she had originally just said, I had to have an abortion to save my life. People would have not cared so much. You know, they would have still given her the sympathy that she was obviously looking for. Announced that she had a miscarriage and had this whole photo op with them and the aborted child. Like, it's too much. Like, just, you know what? She would have been better off taking that to the grave, girl. She didn't need to come back and update us. Like, we didn't ask for an update. Like, literally. Like, we knew that she had a miscarriage, and that's all that needed to be said. She never needed to come back and say, I actually had to have an abortion. It wasn't a miscarriage, because it's like, do you want attention? Like, what is going on? Why are you changing the story now? Why are you correcting it? Is that even the case? Or are you changing the narrative because of Roe versus Wade? Are you just trying to make a point? Because she's always been talking about politics. She's always come for Trump and all these things. So it's like, what is her true motive for changing the story now? Because ultimately she does look a little insane, okay? Never could have made it without you. Throw the auto-tune on that, okay? I want to hear it. I would have lost it all. Sing with me, y'all. But now I see how you were there for me, and I can say never would have made it. I'm not ready for that. Y'all not ready for Marvin Sapp. Ooh, oh, glory. Oh my God. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the situation, weird. Just weird, just strange. Okay, just strange. Like, you disappear for months and then you just pop back in and do like a Glamour magazine interview and release this info. What was the reason? Please shut up. Shut up. We don't need to know. We don't need to know. Okay. We never needed to know. But yeah, she seems to like to shake the table. Like, she seems to like to throw the internet into a frenzy, and that's what this was giving. So anyway, that's that on that, girl. Anyway, guys, that is it for this episode of Be With The Tea. I am going to shout out the members now. Now, I'm not going to shout out as many as of y'all.
Jesus.
P.S. Shout out to everybody, all the members that grabbed their bougie merch packages. Girl, I am trying to paint these nail sets. It's too many. I don't know what I was thinking. But like, I am working on getting your packages out. And so shout out to the girl that ordered the, shout out to the member that ordered the Talfizi pink with the gold. Your set is done, girl. But everybody else, girl, I'm working. And so I'm about to go and get painting. Okay, this is the only video I'm filming. And I'm about to leave. But actually, I think I have to film one more video. But then I'm going to go paint. I just want to do some shout outs real quick. So shout out to Sage Diary. Shout out to Melissa Williams. Oh, girl, where's your purse, girl? Your purse ain't there. But, oh. Shout out to Jacqueline D. Ray Conrad. Chris H. Shout out to Jess Lake. Shout out to Samira. Shout out to Secret the Soldier. I think I shouted you last time, girl. Shout out to Marquita Ross. Shout out to Affirmed Visionary Plays. Shout out to Unapologetic. Shout out to Sierra Brower. There are so many Sierras. Oh my gosh, literally. Shout out to Andrea 954. Shout out to Gigi. Shout out to Justnia Love. She's up in every chat, okay? So special shout out to her. And I rebuke your cancer in the name of Jesus. And that's on who? Jesus, okay? Shout out to Taylor Victoria. Shout out to Jordan H. And shout out to Convos with Ken. And shout out to Desriel. Shout out to GFYS. Shout out to Al Monet, girl. I know I already shouted out Lead the Survivor, but shout out to Lead the Survivor, okay? Priscilla Anim. Fun fact, I always said that I would name one of my children Priscilla, but it never happened. And last but not least, shout out to Mel S. If you didn't hear your name in this video, hopefully you'll get to hear it in the next one, okay? I need to really be deleting these comments. Make sure I don't shout out people twice. But yeah, I love you all so much. Let me know which tea this week had you choking and gasping for air. I will definitely see you in the next one.